66 News, first at 10.
The Catholic Diocese of Erie paying $2 million in a settlement after a sexual abuse claim that spans 8 years. Good evening. Sean Lafferty has the night off. Catholic Diocese of Erie has reached a $2 million settlement with a victim who was sexually abused by Father David Poulson. Boston attorney Mitchell Garabedian appearing via Skype at a news conference. Samir Nefsi has the story.
The Catholic Diocese of Erie is paying $2 million to a victim in his 20s after coming forward with claims of sexual abuse at the hands of Father David Poulson. The victim alleging the abuse took place over the course of 8 years, from 2002 through 2010. Boston attorney Mitchell Garabedian saying Bishop Donald Troutman allowed Father Poulson to continue to interact with the victim while fully knowing his past record as a pedophile.
According to the documents produced dated 2010, Bishop Troutman knew and conversed about Father Poulson being a sexual abuser.
Garabedian claiming that current Bishop Lawrence Persico also knew about the alleged abuse but continued to keep Father Poulson's history out of the public. The abuse allegedly occurred at St. Michael's, St. Anthony's in Cambridge Springs, and at a cabin. During the press conference, Garabedian saying ultimately this is the diocese's fault, saying, quote, this is their responsibility. Garabedian is now calling for the statute of limitations on sexual abuse cases to be lifted.
There are no statute of limitations in murder cases, and there should be none in sexual abuse cases.
Former priest James Faluzak was also in attendance discussing the abuse he has suffered. When asking Faluzak what he believes the diocese has learned over the course of several sexual abuse claims, he had this to say.
I can't see any evidence of anything that they've learned. They've learned how to pay $4 million to an attorney to conduct an investigation that they should have been on top of from the beginning.
Samir Nefsi, Fox 66 News.
In the wake of the Diocese of Erie reaching that $2 million settlement, Bishop Lawrence Persico is pushing back against some of the allegations made by that attorney during that news conference today. Tara Braddock joins us now in the control room with more on that reaction. Tara.
Joe, Bishop Persico says that the settlement agreement is fine, but he thinks Garabedian doesn't have all his facts straight.
Bishop Lawrence Persico speaking out against allegations made by sexual abuse attorney Mitchell Garabedian.
He made sweeping allegations that were not factually backed up.
Garabedian claimed that Bishop Persico and Bishop Donald Troutman knew about former priest David Poulson's alleged abuse, but continued to keep Poulson's history out of the public. Bishop Persico refuting those claims, saying that the Diocese of Erie had no knowledge of the case involving John Doe until January 26, 2018.
I think if you go to our press release as well as the copy of the settlement agreement, which he signed off on, there's a factual outline of what transpired for that particular settlement.
Bishop Persico adding that he doesn't know where Garabedian got the idea that he hasn't done anything for sexually abused victims.
You check with media, you go on our website, it's all there to be seen. We've been releasing statements since April of 2018, and it's all there.
As far as more communication with Garabedian, Bishop Persico says he doesn't think that the Boston attorney is interested in clearing up anything with the Diocese of Erie.
And you can see the full statement from the Diocese of Erie regarding these allegations on our website at yourerie.com. Jill.
Okay, Tara, thank you. The Diocese of Erie settlement is also bringing up questions about statute of limitations for sexual abuse in the Commonwealth. Currently, victims of child sex abuse can come forward with a criminal allegation until they are 50 years of age. Last year, a bill that would open a 2-year window for victims over 50 to sue the Catholic Church for their abuse passed in the Pennsylvania House but stalled late in the year in the Senate. There has been no public movement or talk of the bill in the Senate since today. State Senator Dan Laughlin shared his thoughts on the fight to change the age limit.
Well, I would like to get this resolved and move on. I think most people involved would like that.
And again, if you'd like to see those statements, you can go to yourerie.com to see a complete list. And let's